1. Deep feelings create fear of loss. When someone cares deeply, they are not casual with emotions. They don't see love as entertainment or attention. They see it as something that can change their life. And that intensity creates fear. The deeper the attachment, the greater the perceived risk of loss. A person who truly cares imagines what it would feel like to lose you, disappoint you, or be rejected by you. That fear can become overwhelming. Pulling away becomes a defense mechanism, not because they don't care, but because they care too much. Distance gives them control. Silence reduces emotional exposure. By stepping back, they try to protect themselves from pain that hasn't even happened yet. This is especially true for people who have experienced emotional betrayal, abandonment, or heartbreak in the past. Their nervous system associates closeness with danger. So instead of leaning in, they retreat. Instead of expressing feelings, they suppress them. From the outside, it looks like indifference. Internally, it is anxiety disguised as self-control. Ironically, the person who feels the most is often the one who appears the calmest, because they are constantly regulating emotional intensity. 2. They don't want to become emotionally dependent. People who care deeply are often highly self-aware. They understand how attachment works. They know that unchecked emotional closeness can turn into dependence, obsession, or loss of identity. Pulling away becomes a way to preserve dignity and autonomy. They don't want to need you. They want to choose you. This type of person values emotional balance. When they sense that their mood, peace, or self-worth is becoming tied too strongly to another person, they step back. Not out of arrogance, but out of discipline. They may reduce messages, delay responses, or create emotional distance to remind themselves that their life still belongs to them. This self-restraint often gets misinterpreted as coldness, but in reality, it's an attempt to love without losing oneself. Healthy attachment requires two whole individuals. Some people pull away temporarily to prevent crossing that line. They would rather feel your absence than lose their sense of self. 3. They feel more than they can express. Not everyone who feels deeply knows how to communicate it. Some people are emotionally intense but verbally restrained. Their inner world is rich, complex, and heavy, but they lack the language or confidence to express it safely. Silence becomes easier than vulnerability. They worry that if they speak honestly, they may overwhelm you, push you away, or expose a side of themselves they've kept guarded for years. So they choose distance over expression. This is common in people raised in environments where emotions were dismissed, mocked, or punished. They learned early that silence equals safety. When they care deeply, their instinct is not to speak more, but to protect the feeling by hiding it. Pulling away is their way of keeping something precious intact. What looks like ignoring is often emotional overload. 4. They are testing emotional safety. Distance can be a test, not a game, but an unconscious assessment. When someone pulls away after forming a strong bond, they are often watching how the other person reacts. Do you respect the space? Do you panic? Do you chase? Do you manipulate? They want to know if closeness with you is emotionally safe. A person who truly cares doesn't want a relationship built on pressure, dependency, or control. They want mutual respect. Pulling away allows them to observe your response without influence. If you remain grounded, patient, and self-respecting, it signals emotional maturity. If you react with insecurity or desperation, it confirms their fear. This behavior isn't always healthy, but it comes from a desire for emotional certainty, not indifference. 5. They believe love should be quiet, not loud. Some people don't believe love needs constant validation. They don't equate caring with texting all day, chasing attention, or dramatic gestures. To them, love is steady, restrained, and respectful. They pull away because they don't want to perform love. They want it to exist naturally. They trust that real connection doesn't disappear in silence. Unfortunately, in a world that equates visibility with value, this mindset often gets misunderstood. Quiet love is mistaken for lack of interest. But for these individuals, pulling away is not withdrawal, it's balance. They stay present without hovering. They care without consuming. They love without clinging.
Stay informed, stay balanced, and stay strong. Subscribe to Alpha Men Unmasked for more raw, faceless truths about men's health, masculinity, and mental strength. No filters, no fluff. Just facts.